The UAE's recent push for e-invoicing isn't just about going paperless, it's part of a bigger vision for digital transformation across business and government. What stands out to you most about this shift?
What really grabs me is how it's designed to cut down on manual work in both business and tax reporting. By pushing digital processes, they're making it easier to keep things efficient and future-ready, not to mention helping the environment by reducing paper use.
Exactly. And that digital-first mindset actually feeds into a lot of other goals. For example, they're hoping to spot and minimize VAT leakage, which has been a big revenue source for the UAE over the past 6 years.
Totally. And when governments can track VAT more accurately, it doesn't just stop fraud, it's also about creating a healthier, more competitive economy. Plus, real-time data helps them plan smarter policies. Funny how technology ends up shaping tax decisions, right?
Speaking of impacts, businesses actually benefit a ton from e-invoicing. We're not just talking about faster invoice processing, it's also about cost savings, sometimes up to 66% if you look at what other countries have seen.
That's massive, especially for smaller businesses. And considering that over 80% of UAE companies are micro businesses, having affordable tech levels the playing field. It's not just about speed, it means they're not drowning in paperwork or hidden costs.
Plus, with everything digital, there's better security. Encrypted transactions and tight data protocols mean less chance of fraud or unauthorized access.
There's a comfort in knowing your data isn't floating around on stray paper invoices. It also makes mistakes easier to catch and fix before they become big problems. That actually reminds me of how cash flow improves too, because the whole process is sped up.
Absolutely. Let's dig into that cash flow angle for a second. When invoices are validated and delivered almost instantly, companies aren't waiting weeks to get paid. That directly boosts working capital.
And it goes further. Since e-invoices use machine-readable formats, it opens up a treasure trove of data. Businesses get better financial visibility, they can spot patterns, forecast cash flows, and make decisions with way more confidence.
Yeah, and that analytical edge can really set businesses apart. Instead of just reacting, they can be proactive, seeing where bottlenecks might crop up or where opportunities lie.
It's like turning every invoice into a mini data point for strategy. And for companies aiming to operate internationally, e-invoicing even helps make cross-border transactions smoother.
Last week, we got stuck on the whole issue of invoices getting lost in translation, literally when dealing with overseas partners. With standards like OpenPeple, e-invoicing lets UAE businesses exchange invoices seamlessly abroad.
That's huge, because it breaks down barriers for SMEs who want to look beyond the local market. Plus, compliance becomes less of a headache. Since tax data is automatically reported to the authorities, VAT returns are simpler and refunds happen faster.
And the automatic pre-population of VAT fields? Total game changer for accountants who dread re-entering the same info over and over.
No kidding, fewer errors, less stress, and more time to focus on growing the business instead of chasing paperwork. Could you unpack how that works from a technical side?
Sure. Let's walk through a typical e-invoicing cycle in the UAE. It starts when the supplier sends invoice data to their accredited service provider in a standard format. The provider then validates and, if needed, converts it to the UAE e-invoice XML format.
Then that provider transmits the e-invoice to the buyer's accredited service provider. At the same time, they report the tax data to the government system for tracking.
Exactly. And once the buyer's provider gets the invoice, they validate it and send back a status message. If everything checks out, the invoice goes to the buyer and the tax data is finalized. If not, there's a quick notification so everyone can correct any issues right away.
And the best part? Everyone, supplier, buyer, and both service providers gets real-time status updates throughout the process. That transparency keeps things moving, and errors get caught early, not weeks later. It's a big leap from the old paper-chasing days.
So, as e-invoicing becomes the norm, the UAE's business landscape is set to get a whole lot more efficient and transparent. For companies making the switch, what do you think will be their biggest challenges and rewards?
Adoption might be a hurdle for smaller firms who aren't used to digital systems, but the rewards cost savings, better visibility, faster payments are well worth it. Plus, having up-to-date data makes it easier to spot issues and stay compliant.
And over time, the whole ecosystem gets stronger. Policymakers get better insights, businesses operate more smoothly, and the UAE cements its place as a digital leader in the region.
It's exciting to see how something as simple as an invoice can drive such sweeping change, isn't it? Makes you wonder what other business processes are ripe for a digital makeover.